What's going on, everybody? In today's video we're gonna be taking a look at the FIFINE K031. This is a wireless microphone that comes not only with a headset microphone but also with a lavalier microphone. So here we're gonna start the unboxing and I'm gonna open the box. This box contains some documentation at the top. This is some documentation about FIFINE and thanking you for purchasing this product. It also has their social information. So here we have the manual. In the manual it basically tells you how to set up the microphone along with the features and specs of each part of the microphone. So now we're gonna be taking a look at what's in the box. So first of all we have the receiver. This receiver is connected to your computer and it has also a port where you can connect a headphone in order to hear yourself on the microphone as well as stuff coming from your computer. So then we have the lavalier microphone in this little bag. As you can see, the cable is pretty long. And now we have the headset microphone. So we have here the headset microphone. We can take it out of the packaging. And here you go. This goes around your head and it rests on the top of your ears. And we can put it to the side. And now we can take a look at the transmitter. The transmitter is what we use in order to transmit our audio to the receiver that is connected to our computer. This is the battery latch. And that is the belt clip. So here we can take a look at the headset. As we can see, the microphone itself is flexible, but the back, the part that suspends on your ears and the back of your head, is not flexible at all. We can remove the cable strap from the cable. And as we can see, the cable is fairly long. It's about half a meter to a meter. Here we have the lavalier microphone. I can take the little cable strap out of it. And this seems slightly longer than the headset wire. And here we have again the transmitter, and I'm going to show you how it connects. So in order to insert it into the hole, we can take the microphone and connect it straight into the hole, making sure that the channel that is on the male connector aligns with the channel that is in the female connector. And in order to remove it, we can press the black pin and pull out the connector. Let's take a closer look at the transmitter. I'm gonna add some batteries first to it. It takes 2 AA batteries. This is good because they can be replaced if they run out. In order to turn on the transmitter, we can press the power on button for about 2 to 3 seconds. We can change channels by pressing the button at the top of the transmitter. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the quality of the microphones are like, and we can also compare it with one of my other FIFINE microphones. So here's a test of the sound coming out of the headset. So the headset is connected to the transmitter, and then the transmitter is sending the signals to the receiver, and then the receiver shows up on my Linux computer as a audio device, which then I can record with recording software. So here's the audio coming out of the lavalier microphone. The lavalier microphone is currently attached to my shirt, and it is about 3 to 4 inches from my mouth, hence why you might hear a difference in the intensity of the sound in comparison to the headset. And lastly, here is a test with the FIFINE K031B. This is a microphone that I previously reviewed in one of my previous videos, and I am currently sitting in front of it at about 4 to 5 inches from my mouth. Alright, so I am back and I had a chance to test out the microphone and the receiver and transmitter unit. So far I am very pleased with this microphone, very pleased. At first I didn't know what I was getting into, mainly because we're dealing now with a wireless transmitter and receiver setup. But after using it and testing it out in a lot of different programs and so on, I'm very pleased with this microphone, very pleased. So let's begin with some of the good things that I have to say for this K031 wireless microphone. So the wireless, when I was testing it, the wireless is not choppy at all. It's very smooth, very clear, and the range is also pretty long. It should give you a range of about 80 feet. The max I was able to test it out to was around 40 feet, which is from the receiver to the middle of my kitchen. So I'll give it a thumbs up when it comes to the range and the wireless communication. So previously I did a test in terms of quality between the headset and also the lavalier, and so far I noticed that the headset seems to have a better audio than the lavalier, and I think it's based on the positioning that it has. With the headset you can get it fairly close to your mouth, so it's fairly close to the source of the audio, while with the lavalier you usually clip it to your shirt and it ends up pointing upwards, which might give it a, I don't know, a different sound setting or so on. So the positioning makes a lot of difference, so you gotta play with where you put this microphone when you're using it. So another thing that I like is the fact that they use standard AA batteries in here, because everyone has AA batteries and most people at this point has rechargeable AA batteries, which makes this a breeze mostly when you're recording. And let's say for example your batteries die, you can swap them for another pair instead of actually having to recharge the whole thing and then record it again. So this makes it very easy to just replace batteries and keep recording. Another thing that I have to point out that is really good is the fact that the setup was extremely easy and extremely fast, making it very simple to use. The only things that I had to do to set this up was connect this to my computer. It was detected as a USB microphone on Linux, then turn the transmitter on and also connect one of the microphones, and that's it. The receiver automatically detected in which frequency the transmitter was in, and it just worked. Like, I had no issues whatsoever. Another thing that I found very interesting is the fact that with the receiver you can connect it to your computer and it shows up also not only as an input device, so basically as a microphone, but also as an output device, basically as a output audio card. So you can connect headphones to this and listen to any audio coming out of your computer with this. Not only that, but you can also listen to whatever the receiver is receiving from the transmitter automatically. So that allows you to kind of like test out and make sure that the audio that you're getting from the transmitter is working fine. So that's pretty good also. So now let's move on into some things that I didn't really like about this microphone, and there are very few. The main thing that I really did not like is the fact that this headset over here, the wire that is inside of this part, the metal wire that is inside, is very stiff and you cannot bend it. So the problem is that you wanna size this or bend it to the shape of your head, but because the wire is so stiff you cannot do it. So at least for me, a big part of the back part over here hangs at the back of my head, and it sometimes could get really uncomfortable. If I could bend it back, have it be supported at the back of my head, that would be pretty good. But because this is so stiff, and I don't want to bend it and maybe break it. So I wish they had included in this wire some sort of wire similar to this one that is fairly flexible, but it stays in place also. That way you can kind of shape it to the shape of your head. And I hope they might fix that in some of the newer versions of this microphone, because that can be very uncomfortable, not being able to fit this to the size of your head. Another issue that I hope that it might be fixed in newer versions of this microphone is the inclusion of a mute button in the transmitter, because as it is now, you cannot mute it just in case you want to do something else, or you don't want to, for example, you're streaming and you want to do something else that you don't want people to hear. You cannot mute this from the transmitter. You basically have to walk to the computer or the phone that you're recording with and stop the recording, or just mute the recording in there. So those are the issues that I've seen in this microphone system so far. They're not that bad. You can still work around them, and it's fine. So overall, what do I think about this microphone? I mean, for $40, what you're getting is a lot. Even if it was $50, $60, $70, this will be still a lot for what you're getting. I mean, the audio quality of both of the microphones is really good. The fact that you can transmit in different frequencies and not interfere even if you have one or more of these ones is really good. The fact that you have a full-on audio card that does not only input but output is also really good, and the fact that you can monitor the audio is really good as well. So I'll give it a 2 thumbs up for this microphone. This will be very, very helpful when I start doing a lot of the more engineering oriented streams and design streams that I'll be doing, and also for recording regular videos, because I record my videos with my audio being recorded to my computer, which is to my left, and my camera recording the video and then synced on post. Basically 2 thumbs up. This is really good for the price. You cannot beat this. I'm most definitely gonna use this for more recording and things like that, and my other FIFINE microphone for more of Discord chats and so on. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions about this microphone, please let me know in the video description below, and I guess that's it.